Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So today we're going to move our island that we made last week forward in time to after the events that we've been doing the last 2 days, which is to say everyone on the Maelstrom platform died and has respawned here, but they haven't been harvested and taken away. So now they're building their village. So let's go ahead and save this to a new file. New 250710 on live stream. We're just going to call it Viking Village. It's not actually, they're not Vikings, but that's the style we're going to use, so whatever. Now, the first thing we're going to do is just turn off geoscatter because we don't want it. And we're going to turn off our fog because we don't want it. And we're going to come here and take a look. And I think we're going to kill our boat because we don't want it. It's a shame. It's a good boat. Okay. The boat's gone. And we'll get rid of our extra lighting too. Okay, so we have stripped this scene back down to the bare elements that it is. Pretty much just the land, a couple ruined buildings, which wouldn't have taken us long to make anyway, so I don't feel too bad about skipping ahead of that today. But if you want to see it, I did it last week. Or the beginning of this week, I don't remember. I'll lose track of what day it is. Yeah. Alrighty. So the first thing I want to do is build a series of docks and a pier here. And I better put a person in for scale. Unless I still have one. I might even still have one. I do. Where's Kent? Whee. Okay, so that's our person scale. So we're going to build kind of a dock along this space here. Let's see, can we just use the land? Would that be acceptable? No, it's going to be a bit hard because of things we've done. Great. All right. Then what we'll do is that'd be a good starting point. I'm going to come up to, what do I have in collection? Not a lot. Okay. I do have housecraft stuff, though. Okay, I'm just going to leave the stuff that's in collection, too. Come here. Select objects. Delete. Just want to get things clear. And we're going to take all this and delete hierarchy. Okay, and we can just get rid of verge too. Save. And let's file, clean up, purge unused data. Get it all out of our memory, so we're starting from scratch. All right, anyway, now we're here. Scene collection, Shift A, curve, Bezier, tab, X, vertices. And we're going to draw kind of a boardwalk area here. That looks good to me, actually. Cool. I don't think we have anything terribly weird on it. We don't need an error, no error at all, so we can go to like 1. And geometry, let's extrude it. I'm going to say, how wide do we want to make it? 10 feet? Sure. And then Control T, 90, flatten it down. and GZ and bring it up slightly. This is not that different from what we did in Meyer, but we're going to just, fix it out a little bit here. Let's take that and rotate it around. There we go. That looks good. Alrighty. And I think we can just apply that or convert it to mesh. Take a look at it. And a few too many that I want. What is it now? 72. That's more than I want for this one. So let's come to quad remesh and make it 50. Let's see how that does. That's better. Maybe even less. Let's make it 40. That looks good. Yeah. Cool. Remove the original. And that's going to be our dock or pier area. Cool. Let's edit it now. And 2E and pull that out to there. Give it a couple. And then this one out to here. Just going to add a couple of piers. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, right. Yeah. Cool. That looks neat. I'm into that. Let's use it. And then we're going to need to go grab ourselves a platform generator, which we haven't opened Blender, so let's do it. File, open. Platform generator. I think we're going to use one that's a little less chaotic this time. We may have to change it some, but I think we'll use this one. I don't know. I like this one with the top of the other one is a problem. Well, we may have to change it. Let's use this one and not alter it. I think this one's better than that one, but we don't want it all crazy looking. Copy objects. Collection. We'll make it our own, which is better anyway. Hello. Good morning. All that sort of stuff. Let's get this out of the way. All right. So then we want this and this and link. Copy the modifiers. And then we can just get rid of this one. And come down here to this one. We can already see some things I want to do, and that's cool. First thing, of course, make sure this is in ground. I think it is. Let's see. Yes, it is. Would be set our base from the old terrain from the other one to ground. Now we have platform. Weekend has platform. Platform generator. Randomness 0.1. We want to get rid of almost all the randomness there because we want it to be way more organized. I don't know why people keep asking that. It's not that great. I mean, I have a 4090, but it's an AMD processor, 64 megs of RAM. I don't remember which processor it is. It's a PC. Like pretty much most desktop PCs at this point are all pretty good. It's not like the old days. I'm not using a laptop because I'm not an idiot. Other than that, yeah, Let's go with missing pieces of 0.01. There we go. That's better. Just occasional one maybe, but I like it. Then stuff that's on the platform. I might actually keep some at this time. Let's go to like 0.1. So it's way less. Did I get rid of all of it? No. There's still a couple things. Cool. That's looking all right to me. Much better than we were before. I don't mind our ropes, maybe. Let's see, hanging ropes, tension. Up a bit. Yeah, maybe. Maximum length of 8 meters. Yeah. Just trying to make it a little less chaotic looking. This is a brand new construction, so we may even have to change our materials on it. Which should be kind of fun. We haven't had to do that in a while. Let's see. Take a look. I want it to be about a month, 2 months old, not decades. Yeah, that still looks decades from that material. So let's change it. Beam. That's the rope. Rough-wood beam. Okay. Wood 001. Maybe we just modify that and then it'll change it from yeah, I know, Spencer. Sorry. I live in Vancouver, BC. Let's see. What do we got in this wood one? It's just a pretty simple wood texture, as I recall. Yeah, it's all mapping to that. Nothing very strange about it. All right, well, let's see what we can find. I'm just going to forget it in. Principal BSDF. Cool. Control T. Yeah. Textures. Plants. Wood. Let's just see what we got. I want something that looks pretty new. Mostly I look for old. Mostly all my wood textures are old because that's what I kind of want to. I normally do, but that's not bad. Let's see what this other one is first. Okay, so that's just a piece of wood. Okay. They're not paneled, just wood. But this would be maybe useful. It's a little too... That might actually just work. Let's try that rather than tweaking all this stuff. Yeah, right. Open new file. I'm not using rough wood. Plants. Wood. I'm going to use this one. And we're probably going to need to change it. Yeah, so it rotates. It should be transform, right? What is it called? mapping. That's the one I'm looking for. Come on. There we go. Shift A, search mapping. And let's just find that object. Let's see how weird it looks. Hey, Shayla. And let's see, rotate it. This one was a Y. Yeah. Why did it do that? Oh, because it doesn't go there, you dumbass. It goes here. Delete. Shift D. There we go. Vector to vector. Come on. And that to there. And this one we rotate 90. Or there we go. That's probably better. And search hue saturation value. Let's just see if we can't cut our saturation down to like 0.5. That's too much. 0.75. That's looking more like a brand new piece of wood. Maybe 0.8. It's just not quite so. Yeah. Much better. Color variation factor 0.5. Nicer. 0.2. Nicer. All right. That feels good. It's given us kind of, feels like much better. I'm going to actually maybe value of 0.1, make it a bit brighter, and saturation 0.9. Too much. Good enough for folk. Hey, you got to do you, Shayla. That's cool. I don't even know what art fight is, but I'm good with that. I certainly understand not being able to interact. It's fine. Alrighty. So we like that. Our peer area. And even, let's just keep playing with it. Edit it. And here, E, yeah, to there, great. E, to here. Turn off proportional, but good. E. Oh, come on. Great. Now let's give these actually some more segments. Sure. Great. Great. Nice. We might do more with them in a minute, But let's go with that to start with. I can't resist using this. I think it's just too much fun. And I love using these as underneath foundational points. So let's do it. Okay. Rotate it. Scale it up. There we go. And let's fill that. Okay. Okay, subdivision there. Let's see what that looks like. Nice. Got a little platform going up there. Over that other thing. It's a good spot for a tower. Which we'll probably be building one. Nice. Okay, let's use that. Now let's take a look at some pre-made Viking buildings versus just making everything ourselves. I think this was the, I don't remember where this kit came from. Might have been matte paint, I don't remember. But these are some like older, some Viking buildings we could use. Let's take this and put it on our tower. How are you? Why are you not? Whatever. Okay. And GZ. Up like that. Maybe about like right here. Let's see. Maybe not on the tower, because it's a little bit more rough. Maybe like right next to the tower. So it kind of got built first. Let's see. What's its coloration going to look like? Again, not... Although the woods, that looks like rough wood untreated, so... Maybe we'll go with that too. We might tweak it though. That's planks, so we've got to call it Wood 01. Tab U Smart UV Project Unwrap. Weird. Oh, I bet you because it's not getting its UV from the other thing. Okay, let's new that. And shading. Because it's getting this from this UV map thing, yes. And if we just get rid of that. Should I search UV map? UVW, sure. Vector, yeah, there we go. And vector. Yeah, sure, I can do that. I'm into that. Yeah, same world. We're continuing on. This is what happens when this is sort of like the post-fight scene before the player character moves on to the next area. If we're talking about it in a video game, there are similar things for movies. Okay, I like wood too. We'll use that. We'll put a couple of those towers up. They seem fun. But yeah, same world. Median point. Cool. Alt D G R there. No, it was good. Alt D. I'll put it in the water this time. It's touching the land too. It's not very deep water. There we go. Nice. Couple of those. I like that. Now, I want to build a wall around things because I feel like these people would be a little bit worried about security after being eaten for the last 1,000 years. Even if they don't remember it. So let's say this stuff would be outside the wall. We're going to build our settlement wall like up in here. Okay. So how do we want to do it? What would be the best way? I'm going to try here, Shift A, or curve, Bezier, and we'll draw it. I'm going to draw actually, I kind of want to go, never mind. I want to draw on the surface, I think. Surface. I haven't used it in years. Honestly, I have it. It was one of the things I started with long, long ago, but I have not used it reliably in probably 6 or 7 years. It's still just there. It is pretty good for vertex painting, though. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of this general. That feels good. Okay. Well, didn't give me exactly what I wanted, but I'd be close enough, I think. Okay. Extrude 5 meters. Yeah, no, that's like 10 meters tall. Let's go 4 meters because it's doubling. Okay. GZ up. Make sure it's just all under still. Yep. Cool. I do. Gamer, I do. It's part of the write-up. But it's more for me than for you, honestly. So it's more to give me something that I know what I'm keeping to do, so I know what I'm going to make the next day. That's the point to it. So I don't stress too much about it. But I do write about it every time. What are we at? Again, 72, 40. Let's even take this one down to 30. That's all right, I guess. I need them to go vertical straight up and down, though. Harder? I don't know. They're about the same. It's kind of which do you prefer? I like environment design more than I like asset creation. So in that sense, it's easier because I like it more. But let's see, 3. That's the best way to do this. Normal. A individual origin. SC0? No. No. Normal. This one and this one. Yeah. Still squishing it. I want them vertical, basically. What's the best way to do that? Well, I know what the best way to do that is. X, edges, E, G, Z, not normal. There we go. That's how we do it. -6. Let's see. Yep. Ah, go away, Evie. Yeah, I agree. That's why I do write the events. But for me, I very much like my stories to be kind of open-ended. I don't like giving everything away to people. I feel like it's lazy storytelling and story reading. I kind of like to have it be more open-ended. So you can follow the plot line through if you read them, but there's still a lot of room for you to imagine what could be happening yourself. The way I think of it is like, I like each one of my illustration days to be kind of like the chapter picture illustrations you'd see in old kids books like Alice in Wonderland and that kind of stuff, where there's sort of what's going on, but it's not everything. And that's just how I like to do it. So, like I said, again, it's mostly for me. It's not for you. So it doesn't super matter. Okay. So we got that there. Now, where is it over here? I just want to make sure it's out. Yeah, it is. Wall. Now, a couple ways we could do it. I want to try doing it this way, because I haven't tried it this way before. Oh, see, I love node work, but I haven't used Substance Designer. I've done Substance Painter, but I've never really used Substance Designer. But because I'm not super interested in asset creation from a final perspective, I'm a concept artist. It's a little overkill for me. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a little overkill for me. Okay, good. Wall to here, link, copy modifiers. What's that going to give us? Let me just get rid of this thing then. It's sideways. Is there a way I can make it go the other direction? I wonder. Well, first off, we know a few things we're going to do. We're going to say wall type is 2, because we want it to be the... Yeah. And that's interesting in and of itself, isn't it? And then we want windows, no random windows. And where's our wall? Tile, chimney image, doors, windows, windows. Where's it coming? Is it here? Is that where I put it? Yeah, that does look like it's where I put it. Might not be a way to do that without converting it. Just trying to get a way to make this make planes. And we could. Where did I learn Blender? On the streets. No, I mean, I taught myself Blender. I just learned Blender. It wasn't really a... Let's see. Okay, so let's try something else just to see. I'm curious. Take it to this and link copy modifiers. Yeah, that's going to make those there. If we could do that. Do we want to do that? Interesting way to do this. Okay. This guy's been modeled, right? Or is he... Yeah, let's try that, actually. That could be fun. Tab. L. Yeah, come here. It's actually kind of a neat idea. Shift D, P section. Take this. And where's our... Move it to collection. Well, we have posts already too, don't we? But where was I? Where am I? Okay. Where's our railing? Oh. Okay. Come on, Seth. Oh, right. I remember how to do this, I think. Let's go to this. Yes. And railings are walls. Okay. Railing wall collection. Yes. Okay. That's what we're going to do. M collection, new in collection. Yeah, new collection. Fort wall create. I've heard of Dishonored. I've never played it. I'm not a big video gamer, but I've certainly heard of it. Okay, so there we got that now. Wall. Fort wall. Okay, what did that do? Interesting. Railing. Okay, so it's just angled off. So that's a problem. Fort wall collection. Let's see, RX90, Control A, rotation scale. Okay, so now it's good. Yeah, good. Let's keep going. It's backwards. It's upside down too. So RZ 180. Let's see. I'm going to set tab 1, Shift S2, and object set origin to 3D cursor. And that should be better. Let's see. Oh, it's still getting weird, right? Let's keep it going. Go to walls now. I might even do this another way. You know what? Might be easier to do it another way. We could keep playing with it here, but there's no real need to. So let's do that. Just going to get rid of this modifier, which gives us that. Cool. And then tab 2. Yeah, cool. Q. Curve extract. Great. This, get rid of it entirely. Now, fort wall. All right. Just move this whole thing down to here. Great. And this is going to say object set origin to 3D cursor. This one, object set origin to 3D cursor. Object geometry to origin. Oh, come on. Where are you? There we go. No. Object set origin, 3D cursor, geometry to origin, and tab A G Z G Y, sorry, and G. There we go. That should be okay. Now, wall curve, right, cool. Add modifier, array, fit curve, wall curve. And then add modifier, curve, to wall curve. What are you doing? Where's wall curve? Are they not all connected? That should be, it's just doing the one, isn't it? That's interesting. I might just have to redo the fucking thing. Come on. Tab A. Segments. Is there a way to join? Let's see. Convert to mesh. AM distance. Cool. Object, convert to curve. Now it's still only doing the one segment. You bastard. All right, one more time. X vertices. And we're gonna fucking draw it again. Because screw you guys. Still only putting it on the first one. No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is. Fit curve, wall curve. You know what? Count. We can just make it go ourselves. We don't need that many. There we go. Now, all right, wall curve. Control T. Does that matter? No. Okay, and this one doesn't matter. We want to rotate, fit curve, deform axis, Z? No. Y? I think it is X. Yeah, we just have to rotate it. Again, tab. Let's see. RX90, Control A. I don't need to. Great. Okay, so that's going good, just going too far. We got too many. And the angle, which is weird. All right. Fixed length. Or no. No, that's right. Count. Hey, folks. Relative. We can take that down a little bit. Yeah, you go. That's better. Cool. Shit tons of them. 1,000. 2,000. 1,500. That just lets us do a whole bunch of pillars if we want to. It's kind of a little overkill. But, you know what, it worked. And we can get rid of the old curve. No, it's not the old curve. It's just I doubled the curve. No? Oh, is it offset? Interesting. Or is it offset? Shouldn't be. There we go. Yeah. Item mean tilt of 0. No. Interesting. I don't really care. That's fine. Just kind of getting way more focused on this than I should be anyway. That's better. Okay. Yeah, we go. Okay, maybe a little further apart. Let's go like 0.4. 0.4 is too much. 0.38. That feels good. There we go. Got a wall. Ugh, but I hate it. All this and I hate it, which is fine. All right, and I do hate it. So we're going to do it again in a different way. Maybe we'll put the other stuff up on it first, though, just to keep going. Because I don't want to waste too much more time on it right now. Let's go look at some buildings. Okay. I'm going to grab a longhouse, I think. Just a big. Select the hierarchy. copy objects, and bring it in. I'm going to put it inside the fort wall. Well, they're just pillars is the problem. They're not even fence segments. So, but there's all kinds of problems with it. But yeah, but we'll get it. Not worried about it. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to smooth that out, or we're going to put it up here. Let's put it like right there. Come on. Let's turn off water too. It'll just make my life easier. Okay. That's pretty flat, which is good. We're going to make it more flat, but that's pretty flat. Okay. And tab into our ground, sure. C. Grab all that. Turn on proportional to smooth. And SZ0. Cool. And change our proportional size from 3 to like 8. That'll smooth it down a lot more there. Cool. Okay. We don't want it to look old. So we're going to have to fucking fix this too. Material is... Try going with wood 2. Let's see. Does that give us what we need? Close. Don't think it's UV though. Tab A U. Smart UV project. Or it was. So undo. Is it wood 2? Should really rename it. I'm having one of those days. Okay. Wood 2. That's what it should be. We're going to call it, I don't know, Viking wood Seth. Now I know I've got it right. Viking wood Seth, yes, that's the right one. Tab U, cube project, something simple. Cube size 3. Okay, let's look. UV editing. Tab A. Where is it? Okay, it's huge. S.01. Okay, that's better. Let's see. Does that give us what we need? Probably will. Yeah, it's still not giving us our materials. Interesting. Or is it? No? R90. Let's see. How's that? What the fuck, yo? What's the UV map called on it? That's what it is. Yeah. And what's it called down here? UVW. UVW. That's got it. Okay. Scale. Let's make it a bit bigger even. Let's see how we feel about it. R90. No. Kind of hate it. I might just not worry about making it prettier anymore. Because I kind of hate it. Viking planks. Okay, for now, let's leave those planks like they are. Let's try changing this one to texturing is such a pain in the ass. But I really want it to look new. That's important to us. So we got to get this right. No, it's just because we're going to make a new one. And we're going to call it wood roof. Shading. Yeah, it's this fucking UV map thing again. UV map. And what is it? What's our UV called on this sucker? Map 1. Okay. Map 1. There we go. That's better. Can we do that with this too? Let's see. Roof. What did I call it? I just called it something. Come on. Wood roof. Yeah, that works. Cool. This one's going to be map 1, because I'm going to try it again. Lowercase map 1, right? Yes. Not roof grid. Roof wood. Wood roof. Oh, those are all fucked up. I see, that's why. Tab A, U, cube projection. Good enough. Don't care. Yeah, that's the concept part of the concept art for this one. Kind of is, unfortunately. And great. And the whole thing is now the same kind of ugly wood color. But, right, whatever. May not even worry about it. But it's not old, so it's going to be up there anyway. Probably we're not even going to worry about it. But I do like that. That is working for us. Let's say, let's keep going. It's also way too nice looking for what it should be, but it's fine. I'm going to get rid of, I'm going to come down to here. Let's get rid of that one. Let's put another house. They use it. Let's say they're going to use it. Actually, undo. Let's not get rid of it yet. Let's tweak it. Because we built it there. Or we deleted it anyway, didn't we? Let's see. We may have to get rid of it. Yeah, we fucked it up bad. Okay, so we will get rid of it. This object. Let's see. Tab 2. That's actually 3. Grab these. Shift D, P section, come out, tab A, Control E, bridge edge loops. Great. Scale it, turn off proportional, scale it in slightly. Solo it. Get rid of run generator on it. 2. Add an edge loop there, and then bridge edge loops. Probably could just made it, but whatever. Bridge edge loops. Okay. And now, where did my house go? I deleted it, but I could probably just grab it. Add modifier, geometry nodes. Let's see. Housecraft. Yes. There we go. Let's see. There's no damage. Random windows off. Lamps off. Water streaks 0. Okay. And that's all right. Tab. There, come on. Original geometry off. There we go. Tab. And how do we want to do it? Roofs are always a pain in my ass. Let's do that. Roof. Cool. 3. New material. Plus assign ID door. Which one is it? Door 1? I bet you it is. Let's see. No. It's door. Yes. Okay. Cool. So that answers that question. That looks cool. And the roof's kind of weird looking. I bet you we're inside out, aren't we? Let's see. Original on. Face orientation. No, we're not. It's fine. I'm not going to stress about it right now. And 3. plus assign ID windows, or the ID window. Now let's see. Great. I don't know why the roof's kind of wonky though, but let's see if we can fix it in a second. Let's turn this back on. Still using that. This one. And we want to change wall type to 2 anyway, right? Yeah. Roof type 2. Why are we getting a weird hole? Let's see. Distance. No? I swear sometimes I find this plugin to be incredibly frustrating. But great. Whatever. That's fine. And I think I might even just leave it at that. I could put the wall in, but I want to make sure we get this other stuff done too. So we need to redo our scatters. Let's do that first. Now, while I'm thinking about it, geoscatter. Now, a lot of it we should have set up we can use, but we need to change the things that are in biome 10. So we can look, let's look at it again. See what we got. Biome 10. Maybe we just want to add some more trees, and then we need to make sure that they don't go through our buildings again. Our demon goddess has repopulated this island as repayment for helping us kill her enemy. As you do, you know. What are these going against? Let's see. Proximity, repel, ruins. We're going to go to Fort Wall, I think, instead. Fort Wall. Yeah, anything in Fort Wall. And then this. We'll move it to Fort Wall. Same with this. And this. Okay. All right. We're okay with having those trees be there. We just want to add some more trees. We're probably going to lose all of worrying about anything else anyway. Geoscatter off. Let's just biome scatter and then move it. Open biomes. Where are you? You disappeared somewhere that I'm not seeing. There you go. Okay. And we could just do more of the pine tree ones. They are very low poly and useful in that sense. Let's do that. Let's do biome 8. Still going? Yep. I kind of have a shot in mind for this I'm trying to get to, and unfortunately it's not been the most simplistic, but let's take those two and the ferns. Tree tall, tree small, ferns. And group 2, biome 10, the first one. Okay, biome 8, we're just going to get rid of now. Okay, tree tall needs to have the same repel from fort wall of like, I'm going to say 5. And it needs to have repel from the water. I'm going to say like 3. And let's turn it on. Turn the other ones off. So we just see what we've got. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time seeing any buildings, which is fine. I'm not even going to worry about it. Too much. Although I am going to put a road, I think, in. Cool. Now let's put our water back. That feels all right to me. Maybe we could push it a little bit further back from the water. Even 4. Yeah. Then do the same thing for tree small. Repel. Fort wall. 5. And repel water of 4. And turn it on. Yeah, tiny trees. That works for me. Cool. And ferns will be the other one. We can let it go right up to the buildings, but we want to repel. Actually, we would repel from the buildings too. Fort wall, like 2. And water, like 1.5. On. Okay, and let's just see what the ferns dry were like. Yeah, it's about the same. We'll leave those together too. Okay. Kill geoscatter. Now I want to put a road, and it looks like it goes up that way. It's our best bet. Right? Yeah. Tab. C. Shrink it down. Come on. There we go. Like that. Let's see. How do we feel about that? Control plus. There we go. That works for me. And we're going to give it a vertex group. Assign of road. We'll even call it road. Now, do we want to apply it? How do we want to do this? I guess we'll do it to each one. Culling mask, vertex group, road. Because we do want it on some things. Branch is big. Vertex group. This is the one we want it to be a pain in my ass for. road. Tree tall. Vertex group. Road. Tree small. Road. Let's turn off ferns. We'll allow ferns on our road. Actually, I don't think we will. Ferns, group, road, and dry ferns. Road. Now let's turn on dead, big, tall, small. Let's see what that looks like. There's our road. Good. You may not notice it, but it's there. That's cool. And if we turn it on just to see, it seems like we're pretty light too. Ferns, yeah, that definitely is going to help us establish it's more. Dry ferns. Well, we'll leave the grasses and stuff growing in there so we can see what is random. Oh, random was the other grass that I added. Cool. Now, you know, we could though, it might be neat. Let's turn off geoscatter. And actually, I think I need to leave geoscatter on so I can see what the heck I'm doing, but only ferns. Just so I can see where the road is. Good deal. Now, I want to be in just scene collection. Okay. And Shift A, curve, Bezier curve. Tab, X vertices, we want to draw. On surface, yes. Down like that. Let's see, what's that looking like? That should be good. Cool. I'm into that. Now, this one, extrude, I'm just going to go 0.75. It's pretty narrow. And Control T 90. Oh, yeah, that's not right, is it? Because it's always lining up to the other one. Okay. Fine. Okay, that'll work. I can even make it a little more than 90, but I just want to get as close to flat as possible under the circumstances. Good. We'll adjust it. There we go. Cool. And object convert to mesh. It's pretty small. Cool. Actually, I think we can go with this. We're gonna actually just add a few. Sure. Yeah, that's looking all right. I don't care if they're exact, so. Cool. Now, select this and this. Invert, got those. Individual origins, SZ0, flatten them down. So now it should be flat. I have seen the cartoon How to Train Your Dragon, and I have read the book. Yes, I haven't seen the live action one that just came out. So, but yes. Okay, then great. Come out of here, come back to our ground. Now I can turn off geoscatter and sculpt our ground. Looking forward to Vulkan next week, making Blender happy with larger polygon sizes. Pretty psyched about it. Not gonna lie. Okay. Good deal. Let's take this and link. Copy modifiers, just in case you want to change it. So we've got a walking path going up there. More supports than I want, though. So let's fix that real quick. Plank spacing, not planks. Pillar spacing. Pillar distance. 5. Yeah. Just maybe not 5. Let's go with 4. Yeah, okay. That's better. So I watched a tutorial or a YouTube video on it this week. Basically, it replaces OpenGL with a standard that allows for multi-core processors and a bunch of other stuff. So the long and short of it is it's going to make everything dealing in your 3D window here faster. Things like making subdiv surfaces work faster. Things like having scenes with 40 million polys way faster. So all in all, it's going to be kind of cool. I'm pretty excited about it. There we go. Yes. We like it. This one should not have things hanging off of it, though. No hanging ropes, density of 0. Yeah, basically, it acknowledges that CPU architectures have changed since 1992. So, pretty cool. For those of us who do these mad, crazy big scenes, also helpful for things like how Blender can choke on like 16 million poly sculpt models and things like that. It'll get much better. So it'll make Blender work about as good as ZBrush at handling large scale models, which is awesome because it's been a problem for a while. Throw that back up. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. All right. Liking that. Let's do the next and perhaps important part of it that I've been fucking around with for a while. And so I want to put people down here. Lots of people. Quite a few people. Let's see. Take this. And how do we want to do it? We're going to put some people on here. So let's turn this off. Okay. And let's just turn off geoscatter. And people. Which one? Crowds Pro. Yeah, let's do Crowds Pro. Follow curve. Casual human, mix, animations, idle. Add a crowd. Yeah, I gotta give it a curve first. Okay, sure, I can do that. Shift A, curve, Bez, tab, X, vertices, draw. Great. Add crowd. Well, and we want to show that all 256 of these people are now not being eaten daily by random demon servants. So, you know, you got to put some people in there. How many add-ons do I have? Many, 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 many. Because I've been doing this for 7 years. Okay. So follow curve. Crowd settings. Curve. Width 2. Yeah. Switch direction 50%. Yes. General. Crowd. How many people? People count. I'm just going to go with like 50. Update crowd count. It's like 50. Sure. Maybe 25. Okay. And I wish I could get them turning more directions. Like a randomized direction. But, man, I probably can if I start doing advanced, but they all move. Woo! Maybe I'll make their animation walking. Floor object 2 is that. Cool. And I don't want to realize them. That'll give us some. Cool. I just want to put some people out here. I think I have about 50. If I were to guess, maybe a few more over time. Something like that. Okay. We can just add some. We don't want to do the dude with the hat. That's the one guy we want to make sure we do not use because Anthony is our bad guy in this one. But let's do Andrew, sure. And as many as you need. Like I don't. It doesn't matter. It's not a race. Andrew. Where'd he go? You know, like, depends what you do with it, what you use it. And I've tried a bunch too. So, like, it's not always that I use all of them all the time. But you're like, I want to try something for a specific project that I need. Why is one of his shoes reversed? I'm just going to turn that off so it doesn't stress me out anymore. Action. Idle. Great. Cool. And let's go to the woman. Claire. Claire seems good. Add human. Claire. Yeah. Let's turn this back on too while I'm thinking about it. Because it might mean I have to adjust things up a little bit. I think in this case it does. Yes, we can see. Where's that curve? Is it that curve? Yeah. There we go. Okay, Claire. Do I have a walking? I might give her a walk. Walking standard. Add animation to the list. Oh. Walking standard. There she goes. Now she's walking. Bring her back. Cool. Nice. Maybe a few more people, but we're getting near the endage. Let's put some up here. Go with another woman. Michelle. Add human. Of course, the other question I would ask anyone who's worried about add-ons is, do you use Blender professionally or you do it just for fun or to learn? Because like a lot of the ones I've gotten have been because I needed things for a gig at some point. So so like whatever. Save. Let's see. I want to grab something from the other one. Reproduction. Crowd creation. No, come on. It looks like this add-on's having some issues. To look into that. I know it works, but we'll keep doing Crowds Pro for right now. Here. Ashley. There we go. I don't know. You can see what it's doing so far. It's not too bad so far. Again, these are pretty low poly people. They're not too bad. I don't man pose. Because female poses are all way too sexy usually. And you're like, I don't care. Cool. I made that house that you can't see at all that I completely wasted time on, but that's fine. But let's put somebody up here. And Thomas. I'm trying to be very strategic in what I'm adding. I'm not trying to add just everything everywhere all the time. Thomas. So, I mean, the answer is always it depends, right? But so all these guys are wearing modern clothes because they came out of our respawn point exactly like they were in our world. So that's why they're, they don't look fantasy, but that's the intent. Cool. We want him up there like that. Oh yeah, for sure. And again, like I have a 4090 with 27 gigs of video RAM. It does make a difference. Although I'm not really doing much with it right now because I'm in preview mode. But I certainly used to run into when I was working on Snowpiercer season 2 with my 1080, I think at the start. I certainly ran into some problems where I was like, yeah, no, we have to composite these together because I can't put it all in one time. I'm just going to put a few people on this path too. I wish I had copied it instead of applied it. Oh well. Let's do it again. We're not going to go all the way up because there's no reason, but curve, Bezier curve, tab, X, vertices, and then draw. Cool. And then add a crowd of mix, animation of walking, casual humans, add crowd. It helps. I've hit its limit. It still doesn't like multiple volumetrics on top of each other very much. But what you gonna do, right? Okay. So again, crowd settings. People count 10 with 1.5. Or even 1. Yeah. They don't really line up great, but let's see. Floor object, that doesn't really help much, maybe a little bit. Point of interest, can we do that? Let's see. Do they care? No, I don't know if they care. Curve, second curve, yeah. He's underground, but I don't care. That's fine. The rest of them are okay. Take a look. Cool. So we can set a shot up kind of like that. Let's see. We're over already, but we're okay. So today I do not have a dentist appointment, so we can kind of see what we're getting. That's actually working for me. I almost wish you could see this building, but you're not going to be able to. Geoscatter on. I think I might make a brighter sky too this time. Let's see what our sky is right now. It's a dark gray, whatever, but I think we might update the color palette, our color script, now that we have beaten the bad guy on this scene. So let's do that. Sun always comes out after you win, right? It's one of those stupid things. Let's see, 70. 70 had some like mix, I think, right? Let's see. 70 was our full day one. Let's try 2170. Whoo, bright. Because we're probably still set for a, yeah. Do we want fog? Maybe we do. I don't know yet. Feels more like morning fog now. We don't need a 100mm lens. Jesus. I'm actually just going to nuke all these cameras. We'll keep the one I'm working on now, but get rid of the other cameras. It's getting closer. Maybe we'll go to 50. Yeah, I think 50 feels good. And there's our human gen. Let's just get rid of Kent. Bye, dude. And let's see. The only thing I'm wondering is we want something closer as well. So we could come across like that. No, it's not. Just see what we got for this shot anyway. Wood definitely feels new. That's good. That's working for me the way I wanted it. Geoscatter. Let's just turn on a couple trees. It feels like a very different environment to last time, which is kind of what we wanted. Much more pleasant now. Yeah. All right. I think I'm digging that. I might do a little more to it, but it's going to be tweaky stuff. It's not going to be big things. So not like a super exciting looking one today. We just did a lot of little things. We could follow. So we have this completely useless thing we did up here, but we weren't sure. So that's fine. We could follow our path up. But I like this wooden path, and that's very historically period accurate too. You would do shit like that. And then this might be for animals, but then you could walk along here, or if it was super muddy from rainy, then you have this walkway. That's pretty common. And then we got down to our piers for fishing boats, which I'm good with. I feel like that's good. And we got some people. Yeah, I'm into it. Again, maybe not a super exciting one, but I think a necessary one. And certainly the kind of concept you might make to show a director, like what's it going to look like in the post-battle scene kind of vibe. I'm into it. I like these more pastoral scenes a lot too. I have to admit, they're more my jam. I think tomorrow what we're going to do is show the remains of the Maelstrom Gate, because our main character is going to have to go down through that maelstrom for next week. So we'll probably show that ruin. But I debated which order to do it in, and I felt like I went with story order. So he escapes during the fight, comes back here. All these people get back alive. They're unalived. He spends about 2 months helping them build back up their space, and then takes off for the next leg of his adventure. Which would be to go down that maelstrom hole. So that was sort of my vibe and why I did it this way. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. As always, I appreciate it, and truly. And I will be back again tomorrow, and we'll do some more. Take care, folks. Have a great rest of your day. All right.